G'day and welcome to the Kasbah. My name's Johnny, and tonight the Kasbah will be playing host to one of the biggest and most flamboyant bands of recent history.
Not biggest.
I think you're one of the biggest.
No.
Don't interrupt me yet, hang on.
Alright, so I'll wait.
Let's introduce you first.
Alright.
And then we'll do that.
And then we'll backtrack.
Okay, so pretend this didn't happen.
Okay.
It's The Darkness, everybody, and it's Justin Hawkins. Hi Justin, how are you?
I'm well.
Should we try again?
No.
Why don't you think you're a big band?
I think we used to be a big band many years ago. Yeah, didn't like.
You didn't like being a big band?
No.
Why?
Too many people watching the shows, selling too many records.
Sounds horrible.
I know, it's awful.
Okay.
You'll never understand how hard it was for us.
You guys have come back after being, what it was 2006, I think. You guys split up, was it?
Yeah.
The
Well, no, we
lineup
didn't
now.
split. We had a hiatus.
Explain hiatus.
It's like splitting up, only you get back together again after a while.
Was that the original plan?
Yeah.
It was. The way I understood it, you went off to rehab for a little
Wait a
bit, was
second.
that right?
Did you look at that on the internet? Did you read that on the internet?
Which bit?
The research that you've done, was it on the internet?
No.
Are you lying?
Yeah. The internet bit says that you went off to rehab for a little bit.
Nonsense.
Absolute rubbish.
No, I had a lovely sabbatical.
In rehab?
There were some people there who may have met a lot of nice people, and we all shared something in common. I was there just to unwind, really. I mean,
Holiday?
No, sort of. Rehabilitation can mean a lot of different things. It could be an injury.
But it wasn't, was it?
Well, it was in a way, yeah. I hurt my nose.
You're a rock band, okay? How do you kind of get to the point where you're like, probably doing it a little bit too much now, and you're a little bit crazy? You know, your level of craziness might be a little bit higher than mine. Running through Tesco's with pants on my head might be too crazy for me.
Did you not have pants on the lower half?
No, let's streak and have them on my head. That would be the crazy thing for me. But your level might be different from mine.
Well, so I think it's parallel, just in a different way, that's all.
Right.
For me, I was able to do the streaking and stuff, and it didn't really affect my job, you know?
Yeah.
So it meant that I was able to do more streaking, to the point where I was making myself quite ill with the streaking.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I think it's fair to say that I may have over-streaked on a couple
Right,
of occasions.
okay then. Okay, so you're back now though. Got a brand new album.
No, it's not new, no, it's been out for nearly a year.
For the sake of a few more sales, we'll call it the new album.
Oh, it's brand new.
It's absolutely brand new.
It's in, well, it's probably not in the shops actually. It might be in the bargain bin, I suppose.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes,
I had a little listen actually earlier. It's called Hotcakes,
Oh,
right?
you did your research and listen? Brilliant.
I bought the whole thing.
Oh, yeah?
I actually did. No,
Cool.
I'm actually a really big fan.
Yeah?
My favourite one on it was Everybody Have a Good Time.
All right.
I just love that song.
Okay.
What's your favourite tracks on the
I
album?
don't like any of them.
Why not?
It's just not my cup of tea, really. It's
Really?
Just not my finger. It's just not my
Okay.
thing. What you have to understand is, like, if you imagine if I was a painter, right? Not everything that I paint I'm going to like. You're just channeling, you know, what's in the ether. You pull it in like a you're catching butterflies, you know.
Right.
So you catch, and you might do that and go, oh yeah, I've got a butterfly. Brilliant. Look at it. Oh wait, I've seen one of these before.
Okay,
It's rubbish.
but the thing is, obviously, when you last went away, you said you got tired of the normal promoted.
Just a word of advice: never listen to anything I say.
Because it kind of contradicts what you're saying now. Because you're saying now you come back, you'd expect you to want to do what you want this time. And by the sound of it,
I see what you mean. Yeah. No, we're doing what we want. It's just that
You don't like any of it.
it's hard to explain. But before, I think we were like a major label music band.
Yes.
And that comes with a certain responsibility, and there's a certain sort of shackledness, and there's a certain sort of desire to do what you think that your audience wants to hear. And I think that when we came back after our hiatus,
Yes. Hello.
I think there was a sort of slight feeling that we had to sort of do what our hardcore audience would expect from us, you know. You know, I'm not saying we should have done an electro album or something like that, but I mean, I just think that we edited ourselves to the point of being what we thought The Darkness was, you know.
Right.
What we need to understand is that we don't know what The Darkness is, really. We don't know what makes it so fun and cool. We just need to do whatever is in our heads, and then that's how we did the first album. Nobody else was doing what we were doing, and in a way that sort of turned us on, you know. And then when we come back and we sort of like, oh, we should keep doing that. That's not the proper way of creating, I think. You know, you need to be more free, and you need to sort of just forget about everything else, and don't even try and be irrelevant, because I think that with our four sort of personalities, it's going to be irrelevant anyway. You know. Does that make any sense?
It
to
does
you?
a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's the thing for me is the Hotcakes album.
Yeah.
It does sound like you could probably tell that it was The Darkness, and
Well,
it's
I mean,
very similar feel. So
I don't know,
like,
but if you listen to a Queen album, for example, a Queen album has a lot of sort of they're always quite eclectic in terms of the sort of influences that they pull in, but because of firstly the timbre of Brian May's guitar and Freddie's voice, it makes it instantly obvious that it's Queen. And I think we have that. We have a unique voice and we have recognisable guitar sounds.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we should be able to do anything. That's how it should be, I think. The last album was really a great process, and it was really fun to be with the guys again, and everyone really enjoyed making the album. But I think that it was a little bit self-conscious, and the next one will be much more free.
One question I want to ask you: you obviously went away on holiday, hiatus thingy, and then came back.
I want to see what you can.
You can't. Ooh. You went away and just might have had an issue with drugs.
No.
Maybe.
Don't
Possibly.
say drugs. Don't say
You came
drugs.
back,
Don't say
and then
drugs.
you went on Eurovision.
Don't say drugs.
Okay. What should we say? Sweets?
Say cocaine. Just be
All right.
specific.
Read
And
drugs and
don't
drink.
ask this question. Ask the next one. Ask the next
You don't want to talk about Eurovision?
No, of course I don't.
Why?
Go on. Next one.
I like Eurovision.
Next one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not going to talk about
Of
it?
course I'm not.
Okay, fine.
I think I made that clear.
Okay, well, next thing I was going to ask was, this is a second shot for you guys. What has...
Third, really.
All right, okay. Well, what's changed with you guys? It sounds pretty similar, but there must be certain things that, like you say, you didn't like before, that you've intentionally done differently this time.
Thoughtful. More thoughtful.
What does that mean?
I don't know. When I say we, I mean the other guys.
All right, okay. So you're playing tonight anyway. What can fans expect? Can they expect more of the same from what they've seen from you before, or are you adding something a little bit different this time?
It's always different every night, to be honest. It really depends on the room and the people in it.
Yep.
And their level of desire and participation. And I think that if they're into it and they want to have a good time, then that we really feed off that,
Yeah.
Conversely, if they don't, then we also feed off that. But it makes it a slightly weirder show when it's like that,
What kind of things do you do to prepare for a show? Is there anything specific? Obviously, it used to be cocaine. I'm guessing it's not anymore.
No, I never used to do drugs before a show.
Did you not?
No, that's unprofessional. During.
That's very...
That's good.
I was expecting it to be there at some point.
Yeah. No, but during and after, but not before.
Right, yeah, obviously.
There's a certain expectation.
How would you do that mid-gig?
You want to...
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, to be honest, it started off and then see where the guitars are at the side.
Yes.
I used to have my guitars there, and then just a lovely buffet with just sort of a light crisp
A
salad,
buffet.
peppers, and
Yeah.
that are really good for the sort of serotonin levels, and,
Yeah.
and actually helps with the nerves as well, sort of stage fright. And then gradually that wasn't enough, and then sort of upgraded to sort of maybe like I'd have a nice glass of Merlot or Chablis or something like that. It depends on what's in the main part of the salad. And then eventually it was, I'd have lines of cocaine and crack pipes and all
Next
sorts.
to the salad, or salad had gone by that point?
By that point, the salad had gone. Yeah. I wasn't eating a lot at all, really.
What kind of things would you do now then? What's going to be at the side of there
Plectrums, water, just professional stuff. I suppose that's what's different,
Yeah.
Less food,
Uh-huh.
much more sort of musical equipment.
Talking of food, obviously here at the Kasbah we've got Dimitri, and he likes to feed the
I think
band.
his name's Dimitrios.
Dimitrios.
Yeah, he's not Russian, he's actually Greek.
Is it Dimitrios or Dimitri? I always call him
Dimitrios.
D. I'll call him D. So
The D-Man.
D has started his own restaurant. Been all over the papers this week with it.
Yeah.
Have you had a taste of his food?
He just fed me a
What was
minute
it
ago.
like?
Unbelievable.
Really?
Really delicious, yeah.
I'll have to try some.
And I'm actually vegan, so he made some special allowances for me and just made a really delicious lunch.
Okay, so
I was
you're
slightly
excited for
concerned
tonight?
because some of it went on my legs, but it's alright, I think.
Brilliant. Okay, what about the rest of the band? How do they feel about being back?
Ed's pumped up. He's got his shirt off. He's standing there in the mirror, slapping himself. Really tense. I don't know. I haven't seen him this excited for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Dan needs a couple more coffees. Frankie's always just, the lukewarm water between the fire and the ice of Dan and I. And he's just chilling. That's a good sign, by the way.
Yeah.
If he's not chilling, he's not excited.
Right, okay, cool. Well, that's it, Justin. Thank you very much for your time. If you do miss tonight's gig, by the way, make sure you check Kasbah's Twitter for all of the latest on all the different bands that we're going to have here over the next few weeks. But until then, we'll see you tonight. Thank you very much, Justin. This has been the Kasbah.